Thanks for coming to the channel. I'm just making a video about nothing really important today. I've got my plants. Got one here I almost lost. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll, right? We got some roots going on there. Best use for a shot glass from the olden days of some other part of my life, which now serves a better purpose. But I just wanted to say something about these plants, man. Like, I don't know. Humans, we're what we are, right? We're just what we are. But, we come up with these gimmicks about, like, what life is, Oh, jeez. Basically, this is I'm replanting this, right? This thing died here. And I spilled some on my crappy table. Actually, it's a good table, just the top's been abused by the previous, well, okay, fine. Anyway, so the thing is, you get people and they sit around and say, oh, wouldn't it be lovely if we took a thing and we put like 3 plants in there in an unnatural way and, sold it at the store for, I think that was $12, man. I paid for that thing. Would you pay $12 for that? I'm not sure if I would either. Well, I guess I would. But this has a story behind it, I was in the grocery stores buying cereal and, all the crap. And I look up and I'm like in some aisle like where there's paper and pens, some like non-food aisle. And this guy, I don't know what gender with plants, man, is way more confusing than with humans. All right, anyways, this plant was way up on the top sitting there like somebody was like, oh, let's buy this. And then it was like, oh, that's $12. Jeez, I don't know. I was looking for the price. And they put it up on, and it was sitting up there on the shelf. And you know what? I'm not psychic. I don't have any psychic ability or nothing. I never had a near-death experience. Never saw a UFO. Nothing special ever happened to me. But I felt this plant talking to me. I felt this plant like you see a bird on the side of the road or something. That's what this plant was. Without looking at the price, I threw it in my cart and I took it. Brought it home, and within a couple days, this guy started dying, and that's fine. I saved him. Well, I cut down like a 60-foot maple tree one time, and you got to think about before you cut down a tree, right? But I had made the decision. I needed this one particular tree to go. I felt terrible. Of course, you come back 3 weeks later, and there's like a bush where you cut the tree. You didn't kill anything. You didn't kill a damn thing by cutting that tree. In fact, it's a lot of work to keep that tree killed, if you wanted to actually kill it. Anyways, plants are just amazing things. Anyway, so somebody put this thing in here. So this thing got dissed in like 900 different ways. This thing right here, which I believe has a spirit, this thing got dissed. Somebody, first of all, crowded it in with 2 other plants like this where it would never freaking happen in nature. And then he put like some kind of weird glue or something in these rocks, right? Because these rocks are like kind of sick. Not now, because I think because I've had this for about a month and a half. So it's like kind of getting like, maybe that's what happened here. Somebody had to go, and then it's going to be another decision. So maybe I have to. But that's the thing, right? So somebody took this plant, shoved it in this little tiny itsy bitsy area. And then another human came and said, I'm going to buy that. And then took it and then shoved it up on a shelf where it was going to sit there and die, man. So we saved this particular plant. Now this thing, right, unlike that maple tree I was talking about, had no chance, right? It's like when you take an animal and put it in your house and then you have a heart attack and die. What the freak, man? The animal has nothing. It's got to eat you, right? It's, okay, fine, stop. So my point is, like, humans, we think we're so damn smart. Or I don't even know if there's any like application of like I'm real. It's just like, hey, let's sell this maybe. Anyway, so I got to do the right thing. I'm going to have to transplant out of this thing both of these. Now here's another example. Now here I've had this one for a long time, man. This is what do they call this? The dollar something? I forget, because of the leaves. The leaves, like there's another version, right, that I clipped off of this one. Here's how it would be in the normal wild, right? I'm just like peeking out. I have never turned that from its axis, so it's like, right? But this guy, and it came off of this guy right here. So, but look at that, man. Is that awful? Is that awful? Somebody said, you know, because I think I've had this thing, it could be 5 at least. Jeez, I think I had this when I quit. It's like 5 or 6 years. But look at that, man. Look at the freaking, look, what is that? Oh, sweetheart, if we just wrap these little plants around and we can sell it for, I don't even know. I don't know what I bought that for. What is this? Let's look at this thing in here. What is this? Okay, you see that? I don't know, whatever that is. Did you see that, man? I don't know what the names of these. What's the name of Rose? You know, by any other name, all that kind of crap. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, whatever. And, so that's like 2 plant issues that have been bothering me for, well, this particular guy has, like, what am I going to do with these guys? I cut this guy because I'm like, if I cut him, will he die? And of course, these are plants. They don't give up. They never give up. Humans give up. Plants never give up. You know? Now here's the thing. Out that window there, I don't know if you can see it, man. Out that window there, I got a mulberry tree. Oh, that's terrible. You can't see it. It's a mulberry tree, and they, you know, the squirrels and the birds and everything. It's outside my house, backyard deal. The birds and the squirrels and everything, man, they love the mulberry tree. So this year, because I don't know, man, I lost my job, may be out of here. So I have to grow some mulberry trees, and I'm going to put them, oh, I don't know, out there somewhere. Oh, you can't see. It's out of focus, man. Anyway, oh yeah, let me escape out of this. I had this something going on here. Let's see. Am I gonna adjust? No, I won't. All right. So I have some kind of like you know, some kind of adjustment thing going on here. Where let me see if I can. There we go. All right. So. All right, let me escape out of this thing before I start hitting other buttons I don't want to hit, right? So there's my, sorry about that, there's my property out there, and I'm going to take these 2, I'm going to carry these through the winter inside, right? What happened is I put a really strong light on them to get them going, and then they're like growing like crazy, and I had to just chill. So I'm just going to keep them in the winter. You know, I weigh this guy, yeah, he's a lot stronger, man. You get water on them, right? And then you knock them around so that they're strong. Trees, it's going to be a tree. It's going to be food for the animals, the squirrels. There's got a rose out there. My mom's rose bush. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put that because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the house. And all this other plants. Look at that. Doesn't that look awful? Doesn't that look awful, man? But actually, all of its life is over there in the corner by the light. It's just got these tendrils or whatever coming out, and it looks awful. I don't know what this is. This was a plant that was this little leaf right here, man, has been here for like 1,000,000 years, and it's just by itself. And of course, it's just trying to go somewhere. Now here's the thing, if you've had these palms, this started out with like 5 other palms and I killed them all, and I figured out what I did. A palm, you need to allow a certain amount of that bottom bulb part to stick out of the soil. I kept filling up the dirt on top of that and it would rot it out. That is how you kill these palms, by filling the dirt above. I mean, it's basically the same thing as overwatering by filling above, because you rot the plant out, and the plant's like, man, dude, I like water, but geez Louise. It's like going in your car engine and pouring oil all over the place, right? That's not going to be good if you just maintain it like that for a while. All right, so, and then this is a plant that doesn't ever have a flower, but man, you put that in the sun and it gets crazy. That's an awesome plant. I don't know if you get the color there. It's winter time, so I'm bringing things inside. Of course, that's another. These planters are like just like ground, and they're all vines, and they're all traveling, and they all live in light. Right there goes a vine. Right? It's like, what is that? That's actually lives there. Oh yeah, there's a little experiment, right? Little solar panel and a nice pure sine wave inverter deal, and just a battery that I bought for 24 bucks to just experiment and see how alive I can keep it. You know, that thing's been there for a couple of years, and it maintains pretty well. Just turn it on and use it. All right, whatever. That's just an experiment. But yeah, the plants, man. You got to respect the plants, dude. You know, plants and animals. It's not like they're better than people. It's just that, they it's like little children. They got stuff to teach you that you even got so old that you forgot. Maybe you knew, a lot of times when you're older, and it's not like you learn. It's like, what the freak you forgot, man? Remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. No, but seriously, you got to remember. And you got to be curious. And you got to have good supplies of things you need. Yes. All right, anyways, I saw a squirrel out here. I thought I saw a squirrel out here looking for food when I was videoing. All right. I don't know. Okay. All right, very good. And this plant right here, I'm working on it. We're working on it. We're overgrown, I think. We've outdone ourselves over here. I don't think the plant is very happy. I can tell that. Okay, so that's, hey, plants, man. Plants, I don't mean like, well, you know what I mean. All right, so if you stayed this long, man, cool. But that's it. That's it, man. Thank you very much. Have a good evening all around the world. And I will, I got that software stuff. I was just taking a break. I'll tell you what, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning working on that stuff. I was working on the, anyway, real quick. I was working on the Android app. And, like around midnight, I was like, all right, I got to get done for the day. And I go out to the car, hook it up, nothing worked. At midnight, man. And you know what? When you're an obsessive freakazoid like me, and you go out there in the middle of the night, because you're like, oh, let me just verify that let me just go outside and verify that this is going to work the way that's properly expected. And it doesn't. See, a guy like me, that's a mental issue, a major mental. And it took me till 3 o'clock in the morning to find, and anybody who does code realizes this freaking one word that fixed the entire thing. Yes. All right. Very good. Very, very good. So, look, man. Love and respect life, dude. What is life? Life is. All right. Have a good evening all around the world. Didn't I say that? Yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye.